senior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the other guard, 5'7" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 3, Vienna Pettis. At forward, 5'11" senior from Clinton, Missouri, number 33, Allison French. And at center, 6-foot center from Fairfield, Missouri, number 24, Cameron Reed. The Pioneers are coached by John Field, assisted by Alexis McAfee, Drew Cross, Olympic Blue, and Nadia Surai. Today's referees are Todd Daylock, Derek Knapp, and Corey Snell.
Welcome inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena, Rocky Lamar Court, for this early Saturday evening matchup, part of America Athletic Conference matchup, between the Culver-Stockton Bobcats and the Mid-America Nazarene University Pioneers. First up, it's women's basketball. In for Nate Launus, it's Ryan Robinson with you here to call the action as we get set for the opening tip. Between these two teams, Pioneers looking for their first conference win of the season after narrowly falling in overtime to Missouri Valley on Wednesday night. And Lydia Austinson will inbound for the Pioneers, back to Deanna Pettis, and play resumes. Cameron Green with the basketball. Lydia Austinson with the layup. That's no good. Rebounded by Culver-Stockton. The Bobcats going around the world with the basketball. Pioneers defending. Webb stolen by Jordan Gonzalez. Here come the Pioneers. Once again, Deanna Pettis to Cameron Green with the shot. That's no good. Culver-Stockton gets the rebound. And Aaliyah Ortiz gets it over to, and stolen again by the Pioneers. This time Allison French to Lydia Austinson to Cameron Green. Deanna Pettis gets the layup while falling down. And what a shot that was to put the Pioneers at an early advantage. A minute and a half into this ball game, and Culver-Stockton will try to answer. And that's going to be a foul on the Pioneers. Allison French, first team foul. Nevaeh Bell-Tenner comes in for the Culver-Stockton Bobcats. And Culver-Stockton will inbound underneath the basket. And here we go again on offense. Almost taken away by the Pioneers. And it's going to be, still going to be Culver-Stockton basketball. With 20 on the shot clock, 8:24 left in the first quarter of play. The Pioneers up 2-0 early in this one. The shot from the free throw line by the Bobcats is no good. And a foul. And a foul on Delaney Strauss. And that's going to be the first team foul for Culver-Stockton. Deanna Pettis drives underneath. Over to Jordan Gonzalez. The three, that's no good. Off the rim. Rebounded by the Bobcats. And off the Bobcats go. There's the layup. That's no good. Rebounded by Cameron Green of the Pioneers. And there come the Pioneers all the way back to the other end. And And the Pioneers will shoot free throws. Delaney Strauss, her second personal. And Lydia Austinson set to shoot free throws for the Pioneers with 7:50 left in the first quarter. Here comes the first free throw. And the Pioneers extend their lead to 3 early in this one. Second free throw. That's good. Rolled around and went in. And Madison Haney checks in for Lydia Austinson. A lot of familiar faces on this Pioneer team. Several new faces as well. But the expectation for these Pioneers is to make it to the national tournament. And here come the Bobcats. The three is off the mark. And here come the Pioneers on offense. That's going to be an offensive foul. And a sub for Culver-Stockton, Addison Newbon, and the Bobcats are on offense again. Foul on Madison Haney, and here comes Trinity McDowell for the Pioneers for Cameron Green. Bell Tenor for the Bobcats. Early in this one, coming in. 4-zip Pioneers your score. And Culver-Stockton gets their first bucket in this one to cut the Pioneer lead to 2 points to make it 4-2. Under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Trinity McDowell gets it to Allison French, who fires a three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Back over to Allison French from Deanna Pettis. Still at the three-point line, the Pioneers. She'll drive inside. That's no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats, and off they go. Bell Turner. Rebounded again by the Pioneers, this time by Madison Haney. Gets it over to Deanna Pettis. And the Pioneers await some substitutions. And I'd like to mention that they're missing several key players tonight to injury, notably Ariel Sargent and Mackenzie Manthe. The subs come in for the Pioneers. And Amaya Marlott gets her first minutes in this one. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Here they come. The three in the corner by Austinson. That's good. Cash money. 7-2. Pioneer lead. And Culver-Stockton's gonna sink it. And the foul. First, and the one shot for Culver-Stockton is right here and right now. Makes that free throw. 7-5 in favor of the Pioneers after the three-point play. The Pioneers back on offense again. Marlott dribbles the ball. Over to Madison Haney. Back to Marlott, to Austinson. Thought about the three, said no. And she's fouled. Avery Edding with the foul for the Bobcats. Third team foul, and Jordan Gonzalez is back for the Pioneers. Back in for the Pioneers, and she will inbound. And Gonzalez with the pass in the corner. Marlotte! That's 2 points, 9-5. The Pioneers have a 4-point lead against the Culver-Stockton Bobcats. And the Bobcats back on offense with Ortiz. Dribbles the ball. The layup. That's good. Ortiz gets the bucket for the Bobcats. And back on offense are the Pioneers. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lydia Austinson with the basketball to Cameron Green. Over to Madison Haney. The layup. That's no good. The Pioneers couldn't quite hang on to it, so possession is in the Bobcats' hands here. The layup. That's no good. Stolen by the Bobcats. Another layup. That's good. So it's 9-9. A tie ball game with under 4 minutes left. Marlotte dribbles inside. The layup. That's no good, but she's fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line for the Pioneers. Katie Webb, the junior from Benton, Missouri, with the foul. Marlotte's going to shoot 2 free throws. Here comes the first one. That's good. Rolls around and goes in. Pioneers with a 1-point lead after that free throw. Second free throw, that's good. 11-9, your score. And Culver-Stockton set to inbound to resume play. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pioneers getting set on defense. And another sub for the Bobcats as Winter Waterhouse Brennan comes in for the Bobcats, who made the trek from Canton, Missouri, which is near Hannibal, Missouri, and Quincy, Illinois, about 4 hours from here. And another foul on the Pioneers. This time it's going to be on Lydia Austinson. Jordan Gonzalez, rather. Another sub for the Bobcats. 4th team foul for the Pioneers. And both teams are even in fouls in this first quarter. And the Bobcats still on offense here. Double teamed, barely gets that pass off. The Bobcats tie it up again. Ortiz with the bucket. Jordan Gonzalez gets the pass to Cameron Green, over to Lydia Austinson. To Marlotte, to Rogers, Aubrey Rogers that is. 1-on-1, the layup is no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Ortiz. Bill Tenner. The double team from the Pioneers. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. The pass goes out of bounds. And more subs for the Pioneers as Allison French and Bianna Pettis come in. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the first quarter of action here. Tie ball game. Ryan Robinson with you here to call the action. Sitting in for Nate Launis as Jordan Gonzalez fires a three and absolutely nails it. 14-11 Pioneers. Culver-Stockton has had some great women's basketball teams in years past. And Ortiz answers with a three of her own to tie this game back up at 14 apiece. Here come the Pioneers on offense again. Allison French with the three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. There's a tie-up.
Jump ball possession, Culver-Stockton.
And Culver-Stockton, the possession arrow is in their favor after the jump ball.
Substitution for Culver, number 23, Webb.
Haley Webb comes in for the Bobcats. And the Bobcats are back on offense. Avery Edding gets it to Waterhouse Brennan. Webb, Waterhouse Brennan again. Edding tries to dribble around Jordan Gonzalez. Barely out of bounds. 1 foot out of bounds there, just barely. And Bell Tenner comes in for the Bobcats. And Lydia Austinson back in for the Pioneers, as well as Trinity McDowell. Allison French gets it over to Bianna Pettis. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. French will fire a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Trinity McDowell. Back over to Allison French. The layup, that's good. 2-point lead for the Pioneers. And here come the Bobcats. They're going to hold for the last shot as the shot clock gets turned off here. (16-16) at the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, Pioneers 16, Culver-Stockton 16.
So far, pretty close game. Stand by for quarter number 2 on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Hart Conference Network. We are back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena. Rocky Lamar Court on the campus of Mid-American Nazarene University, Olathe, Kansas. Ryan Robinson with you. Ryan Robinson with you in for Nate Launis on this Saturday evening.
That was her second, first team foul. Back in the Pioneers,
Allison French subbing in for the Pioneers. And here come the Bobcats on offense. 16-16 ball game. If you joined us late, it was a tight first quarter. Deanna Pettis gets it to midcourt for the Pioneers. Over to Trinity McDowell. Back over to Deanna Pettis. Deanna Pettis at the free throw line. There's the pass to Jordan Gonzalez. Stolen by the Bobcats. Almost. Cameron Green in for the Pioneers as Lydia Austenson's going to inbound at midcourt. To Pettis, the layup is no good. 16-16 your score, still 1 minute into this second quarter, and the Bobcats are back on offense again. The Bobcats will go underneath, miss the layup, back to the Pioneers it goes.
substitution for the Wildcats, number 12,
Nevaeh Bell-Tenner back in for the Bobcats. As Deanna Pettis gets set to inbound here for the Pioneers. The pass to Gonzalez to Green. That's no good, but Cameron Green is fouled, and she's going to get 2 free throws for the Pioneers. Newbon with the foul. And Katie Webb's going to be in for Culver. And here comes the first of 2 free throws for Cameron Green. The first free throw is no good. Here comes the second free throw. That's no good. So still a tie ball game. And the Bobcats are back on offense. Schnurbush gets 2 points for the Bobcats. And they take the lead here, a slim lead, as the Pioneers get back on offense once again. Green to Austenson. 2 defenders right in front of her, and she makes the shot to tie the ball game at 18 apiece. And the shot is no good by the Bobcats. Jordan Gonzalez is off to the races for the Pioneers to Lydia Austenson. What a pass that was. Make it 20-18 Pioneers. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first half of play in this Heart of America Athletic Conference matchup. And the Pioneers with the rebound to Austinson to French. The three. That's good. That's good.
30-second timeout. Culver-Stockton.
And there's a timeout on the floor by Culver-Stockton. We're going to take one as well. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. We are back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena. 7 minutes to go in the first half. The Pioneers have a 23-18 lead over the Culver-Stockton Bobcats. Make that 23-20 as Culver-Stockton makes a layup right out of the timeout thanks to Aaliyah Ortiz. And the Pioneers are back on offense. Vienna Pettis. French, Allison French has that one stolen from her. Over to the Bobcats. Schnurbush is fouled by Aubrey Rogers.
Second team foul. 30-second timeout. Pioneers.
And the Pioneers are going to call a timeout here to talk things over. We're going to take one as well. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on the Heart Conference Network, MNUsports.com, and YouTube.com. We are back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena. Rocky Lamar Court. Ryan Robinson with you. In for Nate Launis on this early Saturday evening matchup. And Culver-Stockton with the basketball here. Snurbush. The Pioneers steal it. And it's going to be a jump ball.
Possession. Culver-Stockton.
And it's still Culver-Stockton basketball. And Culver-Stockton will inbound in front of Coach Lewis. And play resumes. Ortiz. The pass to Edding. Back to Ortiz. Guarded by Allison French. The three in the corner. That's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Marlott was the first to get there. And it's almost stolen by the Bobcats, but the Pioneers keep it alive. There's a three by Allison French. That's no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. 23-20 your score. A three in the corner. That's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Rogers to Marlott. Rogers with a three. That's good. Money. 26-20. The score in favor of the Pioneers. 5 minutes left in the first half. Culver-Stockton puts one up. That's no good.
Fouls number 42, Katie Webb.
Foul on Katie Webb for the Bobcats.
Second team foul.
Second team foul for the Bobcats. Lydia Austinson and Jordan Gonzalez in for the Pioneers. In comes Trinity McDowell as well for Cameron Green.
Substitution for the Pioneers, number 20, Trinity McDowell.
Jordan Gonzalez gives it to midcourt. Over to McDowell. Austinson with the layup. The Pioneers have an 8-point lead late in the second quarter of play. The Bobcats will fire a three. That's no good.
Fouls number 22,
Winter Waterhouse Brennan with the foul for the Bobcats. Third team foul. And the layup is no good by the Pioneers. 28-20 still your score. And that's going to be a foul on Jordan Gonzalez.
Fouls number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. That's her
Her
second.
second foul.
Team foul.
And in comes Bianna Pettis. And Culver-Stockton will inbound underneath. Around the court goes the basketball. The double team by the Pioneers. And the pass goes out of bounds, and it's Pioneer basketball. As the Pioneers get ready to set their offense. Still looking for their first conference win of the year. If you joined us late. And
30-second timeout, Pioneers.
John Lewis wants to talk things over. We're gonna take a break as well. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. We are back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena. Ryan Robinson with you, in for Nate Lawanis, who is off tonight. Glad to have you join us here on this early Saturday evening for some Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball. These two teams have had some very good games in years past. One of which included a triple overtime thriller in Canton, Missouri, as Marlott gets the bucket out of the timeout for the Pioneers. 10-point lead for the Pioneers. 3 in the corner by the Bobcats is no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Here they come. The layup from Lydia Austinson.
Timeout, Culver-Stockton.
And Culver-Stockton wants a timeout. 32-20, the Pioneers lead it. Their largest lead in this game so far. And we'll take a break. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. Welcome back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena. And the Bobcats are on offense again. The Pioneers. And there's going to be a foul on the Bobcats. Winter Waterhouse Brennan gets the foul for the Bobcats. Olivia Hopp comes in for the Bobcats as well, as Allison French is set to inbound for the Pioneers with 2:38 to go in the first half. Rogers with the three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. 32-20 your score. Lydia Austinson steals it away. The layup, that's good. 14-point lead for the Pioneers. And a foul on the Pioneers. Cameron Green. Fourth team foul for the Pioneers. Cameron Green's first. And Culver-Stockton will inbound. The shot, that's no good. The shot by Newbon is no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Deanna Pettis with the basketball. Over to Cameron Green, back to Deanna Pettis. To French, the layup. That's no good. Rebounded by Deanna Pettis. The offensive rebound. Another layup. That's good. 36-20. The Pioneers lead this one. 16-point lead for them. And back on offense are the Bobcats. Ortiz once again with the basketball. The three by the Bobcats. That's no good. Rebounded by Lydia Austinson. Here comes Deanna Pettis. The layup. That's good. Make it 18 points. The lead for the Pioneers. 38-20 your score with under a minute to go in the first half. And Culver-Stockton gets their 22nd point on the board from Addison Newbon. Deanna Pettis at midcourt. 38-22 your score. Clock ticking down. French, the layup, that's good. The shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the first half of play. A three, that's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. That's going to end the first half of play. 40-22. The Pioneers lead it. Game started tight, but the Pioneers are in control now. Stand by for the second half of play. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. Back for the second half of play in the Cook Center Bell Family Arena. Ryan Robinson with you, in for Nate Launis on this Saturday evening matchup. Part of America Athletic Conference matchup between the Mid-America Nazarene University Pioneers and the Culver-Stockton Bobcats. Lydia Austinson, 15 points in the first half, 11 shy of her career high, which is 26 points. Once Lydia Austinson got going, the Pioneers could not be stopped, especially in the second quarter. Thank you for joining us this Saturday evening as the Pioneers kick things off on offense to start the second half of play. Cameron Green with the basketball, double teams. Jordan Gonzalez will fire a three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. The Bobcats with the basketball. The double team from the Pioneers. And the Bobcats get the first bucket of the second half from Katie Webb. And Bianna Pettis at midcourt for the Pioneers. Jordan Gonzalez with the layup. That's no good. Pioneers almost get the rebound, but not quite. Culver-Stockton will fire a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Allison French. Over to Cameron Green, the layup, that's in. The assist from Jordan Gonzalez, and that's Cameron Green's first points in this game. 42-24, your score early in the third quarter of play. And here come the Bobcats. They miss a layup. And the Pioneers are back on offense. The spin move from Pettis. The ball goes out of bounds. And Nevaeh Bell Tenor comes in for the Bobcats. And Delaney Strauss inbounds. And the Bobcats are on offense here. 8:15 to go in the third quarter. Stolen by the Pioneers. And Jordan Gonzalez will fire a three. That's good! 45-24. Pioneers lead it. And here come the Bobcats again. Stolen by Lydia Austinson. Picks off the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds.
And number 22, Winter Waterhouse-Brennan.
Subs for the Bobcats. 45-24 your score early in the third quarter of play. The first quarter was tight, but the Pioneers dominated the second quarter of play if you joined us late. The Bobcats, there's a shot, that's no good. Rebounded by Bianna Pettis, just running down the court. The pass to Allison French, to Jordan Gonzalez, to Cameron Green. Stolen by the Bobcats. And a foul on Cameron Green as Madison Haney checks in for the Pioneers for Allison French. Coach John Lewis in his 13th season for the Pioneers. 12 away from 300 wins as a head coach.
Second team foul. Taken for the Pioneers. Aubrey Rogers. And number 14, Amaya Marlott.
Aubrey Rogers and Amaya Marlott check in for the Pioneers.
Foul number 14, Amaya Marlott. That's her first.
Marlott with her first foul and the third team foul on the Pioneers. Back on offense are the Bobcats. 8 on the shot clock. Here comes a three. That's good. 45-27 the score to cut the Pioneer lead to 18 points. The basket by Delaney Strauss. And Jordan Gonzalez with the basketball in midcourt for the Pioneers. Gets it over to Cameron Green to Bianna Pettis. Drives inside and draws the foul for the Pioneers. And Bianna Pettis will shoot free throws. The foul on Aaliyah Ortiz. And Avery Edding will come in. And there's the first free throw for Bianna Pettis coming up. That one goes in. One more shot for Bianna Pettis. And in comes that free throw is good, and in comes Trinity McDowell for Cameron Green. And the Bobcats are on offense again, stolen by Jordan Gonzalez. Almost stolen by the Bobcats. Pettis misses the layup. Addison Newbon with the foul, her second. Bianna Pettis inbounds to Jordan Gonzalez, who gets it to Marlott. That shot's no good. 20-point lead for the Pioneers as the Bobcats get back on offense. Stolen by Marlott for the Pioneers. Back over to Jordan Gonzalez at midcourt. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Trinity McDowell. Her second foul for the Pioneers and team foul number 4 for the Pioneers. And the Bobcats are back on offense. A 20-point game, 5:40 left in the third quarter of play. The three by the Bobcats, that's no good. Jordan Gonzalez with the basketball. To Pettis, tries to drive inside, is fouled. And Winter Waterhouse Brennan with the foul, and Lydia Austinson is back in for the Pioneers. Katie Webb and Kyla Schnurbush in for the Bobcats. Stolen by the Bobcats. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Pioneers by 20 in this Heart of America Athletic Conference matchup. And that's going to be a foul on the Pioneers. Amaya Marlott.
That's her second, fifth team foul.
Fifth team 15th, fifth team foul on the Pioneers. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Cameron Green back in for the Pioneers. Katie Webb hits both free throws for the Bobcats. As Bianna Pettis is at center court. Stolen. The ball is stolen. And here come the Bobcats. Thought about the three, said no. There's a three. That's no good. Bobcats still with the ball. And Jordan Gonzalez in for the Pioneers. And traveling on the Bobcats. So the basket doesn't count, and it's Pioneer basketball with 4 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Cameron Green over to Aubrey Rogers. The shot, that's no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Another foul on the Pioneers. And more free throws for the Bobcats.
That's her third personal.
Marlotte, 3 fouls for her.
Allison French.
And French comes in for the Pioneers. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is no good. 47-29 Pioneers. Aubrey Rogers with the basketball, gets it to Allison French. To Aubrey Rogers, back to Allison French. Out of bounds, still Pioneer basketball. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Winter Waterhouse Brennan comes in for the Culver-Stockton Bobcats. Allison French, that pass is stolen, and Culver-Stockton draws a foul. That's Aaliyah Ortiz going to get set to go to the free throw line. Aubrey Rogers, the foul is going to be on Aubrey Rogers. Ortiz makes the first free throw. Ortiz makes the second. And the Pioneers are back on offense. And Aubrey Rogers gets it to Cameron Green, to Lydia Austinson. And a foul on the Bobcats.
Back into the Pioneers, Bianna Pettis.
And Lydia Austinson's going to inbound for the Pioneers. She'll fire a three. That's no good. And Culver-Stockton is out of bounds. And the ball goes back to the Pioneers, right back to the Pioneers. And the Pioneers back on offense. Lydia Austinson will inbound. Back for her 6th year this year. Jordan Gonzalez is going to fire a three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Lydia Austinson spins. Cameron Green to Bianna Pettis. Back to Gonzalez. That's stolen. And Culver-Stockton back with the basketball. And tries to beat the double team, but no dice. And Lydia Austinson draws the foul. Kyla Schnurbush. Fouls Lydia Austinson. 2nd foul for her. 5th foul for the Bobcats. And Austinson is going to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is no good. Awaiting the 2nd free throw. Second free throw is good. So Lydia Austinson splits the free throws and now has 16 points. The Bobcats. Katie Webb draws a foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2 as well.
Katie Webb at the line shooting 2.
And one of 2 free throws from Katie Webb as Cameron Green checks in for the Pioneers. And so does, Cameron Green has 3 fouls, and Trinity McDowell checks in for the Pioneers. And Lydia Austinson with the layup. And make it 18 points for her, 50 points for the Pioneers. Another steal. And here come the Pioneers again. Allison French for 3. That's good! What a shot that was by Allison French. With just over a minute left in the 3rd quarter of play. And the Pioneers are back up 21 points. And a missed layup by the Bobcats. And Jordan Gonzalez at midcourt with the basketball. She'll try a layup. She gets it and she's fouled.
And she was fouled by number 25, Delaney Strauss. That's her 3rd personal.
And she'll get 1 additional free throw. Makes that 56-32. Jordan Gonzalez got up slowly after that layup. Glad to see she's okay. And the ball goes back to the Bobcats. The layup, that's no good. Back to Katie Webb, that shot's good. 56-34, Pioneers. 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Bianna Pettis draining the clock here. The pass to McDowell. McDowell for three. That's no good. Here come the Bobcats. One more shot in the third quarter. There it is. At the buzzer, it's good. That's almost certainly going to count. And 56-37 is your score after 3 quarters of play. One more quarter left in this one. Stand by for the fourth quarter. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. What a buzzer beater there at the end of the third quarter by the Wildcats of Culver-Stockton. (56-37) your score. Ryan Robinson with you in for Nate Launis, who is off tonight. The second, third, and fourth quarter have been all Pioneers after an even first quarter of play if you joined us late. And the Wildcats get another 2 points on the board, trying to cut into the Pioneer lead here. Pettis with the basketball for the Pioneers. Gets to the three-point line to Jordan Gonzalez. Though Pettis will inbound for the Pioneers. (56-39) your score in the beginning of the fourth quarter. The Wildcats. Missed layup. Back to the Pioneers the ball goes as Jordan Gonzalez gets the rebound. The Pioneers once again missing 2 key players, Mackenzie Manthe and Ariel Sargent, to injury. Allison French. To Pettis, who gets the layup once again. Nice play there. Make it 58-39. The Wildcats will fire a three. That's good. A wide open three. (58-42) Pioneers. Still a 16-point game. And the possession goes back to Culver-Stockton. More subs for the Pioneers. Amaya Marlott. Lydia Austinson. and Aubrey Rogers come in. Another shot from the Wildcats. That's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. And the foul. Jordan Gonzalez drains the layup. And she'll get one free throw for the Pioneers. And Trinity McDowell is back in. And there's the and one. 61-42 Pioneers. Seven minutes left in the game. The Wildcats. Another three. That's good. Winter Waterhouse Brennan with the deep three. And Culver-Stockton calls a timeout. Let's take a break. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. We are back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena, Rocky Lamar Court. Ryan Robinson here with you, in for Nate Launis, who is off tonight. The man, the myth, the legend. (61-45) your score in the fourth quarter of play. Trinity McDowell tries a layup. That's no good. But she draws the foul. Katie Webb.
That was her third personal. Second team foul. Trinity McDowell at the line shooting two.
McDowell's first free throw. That's no good. Here comes the second free throw. That one's no good. Goes in and out. And there come the Wildcats.
Substitution for Culver-Stockton, number 22, Winter Waterhouse Brennan.
Winter Waterhouse Brennan in for the Wildcats, as the Pioneers are back on offense with 6 minutes left in the game. Time running out for Culver-Stockton in the Cook Center. And Lydia Austinson gets called for charging, and the possession will go to Culver-Stockton.
Lydia Austinson. That's her first team foul.
And here come Culver-Stockton again. 6 minutes to go in this one. The layup is good. And we got a timeout on the floor by the Pioneers. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Hard Conference Network. Welcome back inside the Cook Center Bell Family Arena Rocky Lamar Court. Ryan Robinson with you in for Nate Launis, who is off tonight. Great to have you with us on this Saturday evening for some Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball action. 61-47 your score in favor of the Pioneers, who are in search of their first conference win of the season. Austinson gets it to Jordan Gonzalez. Trinity McDowell. Back to Lydia Austinson. To Aubrey Rogers. To McDowell.
Basket's good.
The basket's good.
Aubrey Rogers.
The officials are going to take a look at it. This is
The
close.
last basket is under review. The last basket for Mid-America didn't.
No basket.
Shot clock violation.
Just barely no basket. And it's Culver-Stockton basketball. 5 minutes to go in this one. There's a layup. That's good. Bell Tenor gets 2 points for the Wildcats. Lydia Austenson's wide open. That three is no good. And the Wildcats get it back on a rebound. Off they go. They have to hurry here. And a foul on the Pioneers. Cameron Green.
That's her fourth personal.
Her fourth foul. And Haley Webb comes in for the Wildcats. And Trinity McDowell is in for the Pioneers. The Wildcats get another bucket and another 2 points on the board, making it 61-51. Now it's a 10-point Pioneer lead. Jordan Gonzalez will shoot a three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats of Culver-Stockton, who are now in desperation mode here with under 4 minutes to go. The layup, that's no good. Almost stolen, but it's still Pioneer basketball as Bianna Pettis is at midcourt. Jordan Gonzalez in the corner to Bianna Pettis. Stolen by the Wildcats. 3 minutes left to go in this ball game. The Wildcats with the basketball. Under 3 minutes to go. Aaliyah Ortiz. And that's a foul on the Pioneers. Jordan Gonzalez.
That's her third personal, 13th foul. Katie Webb back in for Culver.
Katie Webb's in for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats there's a layup. That's no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Another shot. That's good. Now an 8-point game. It's back down to single digits. The Wildcats are not going away. Jeanette Bergen's been around a long time and has had a lot of good teams over the years. Kyla Schnurbush gets the foul for the Wildcats. And the Pioneers with the basketball. Cameron Green. That's no good. And she's fouled by Katie Webb. Katie Webb's fourth foul. And Cameron Green is going to shoot two for the Pioneers with about 2 minutes left in this one. First free throw is good. Here comes the second free throw for the Pioneers. Second free throw is no good. Only a 9-point game here. Culver-Stockton still fighting to stay alive in the late stages. There's a shot, that's good. 7-point ball game. And this just got interesting, folks. 1:40 left. The Pioneers with the basketball. And out of bounds, and it's Culver-Stockton basketball. Amaya Marlott subs in for the Pioneers. And the Wildcats Vienna Pettis gets her first foul and fourth team foul for the Pioneers. The Wildcats will inbound. Another foul on the Pioneers.
Number 1,
Lydia Austinson with the foul. And Culver-Stockton's going to the free throw line here. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. So it's now a 5-point game with a minute to go. Yes, Culver-Stockton is back in it. Just like that. Can the Pioneers hold on? We're about to find out. Marlott tries a layup, and she's fouled.
Foul's number 22,
Winter Waterhouse Brennan with the foul. And Amaya Marlott has to make these 2 free throws here for the Pioneers. Here comes the first. That goes in. Second free throw upcoming. Second one's good.
Timeout, Culver-Stockton.
And a timeout by the Wildcats. We'll take one as well. You're watching Heart of America Athletic Conference basketball on MNUsports.com, YouTube.com, and the Heart Conference Network. We are back with 43.6 seconds left in the game. The Pioneers have a 7-point lead over the Culver-Stockton Wildcats at the Cook Center Bell Family Arena in what has been a wild last couple of minutes. Between these two sides. And Culver-Stockton inbounds, 43 seconds to go. And a block by the Pioneers. Culver-Stockton getting desperate here. 34.5 seconds left in this ball game. There's a three. That's no good. Culver-Stockton gets the rebound. Another three. That's no good. Shot clock is off. There's the intentional foul by the Wildcats. 19 seconds to go. Now all the Pioneers have to do is make free throws the rest of the way. Rogers at the free throw line getting her first free throw here. That's good. Second free throw. No good. 19 seconds to go. Wildcats. Here they come. The layup. That's no good. The Pioneers get the rebound. They're just going to dribble it out and win this thing by 8 points. Their first conference win of the year. 65-57 your final score in the home conference opener for the Pioneers. Stand by for the men's game to follow soon after. Ryan Robinson in for Nate Lannis saying so long for a moment.